What is up, everyone? I'm Skratch. Welcome to the channel. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic start of the year. Guys, this weekend it finally happened, okay? We summoned our very first mythical champion, so you cannot call me now a peasant anymore. I have a mythical champion finally, and we're gonna see if this champion is actually worth being called a mythical champion. We're gonna take the champion in for a spin, and yeah, let's actually dive straight into it. It took me a while to get a mythical champion, and she wasn't my most wanted on the list, but it could have been much worse. So I'm actually happy. We got Arbiter, guys. Out of all the mythical champions, she is one of the better ones, right? And yeah, it could have been much worse by summoning the dwarf or summoning the sacred order, you know, champions that are not really going to bring any sort of utility to my account. At least Arbiter will actually bring some utility. She's overall a pretty good champion for PvE, pretty good for PvP. So you know what? It's a win in my opinion. We got our first mythical, and I'm pretty satisfied with the champion. Overall, she has very good base stats. She is a pretty amazing champion at 115 speed, right? She can be used as a thermometer booster, you know. We have a speed aura, 25% speed aura in all battles. Not the best aura, but I'll take it because it's for all the battles, which is amazing. The A1 is an AoE and has a chance to put block active skills. Very good for crowd control, guys. If you're trying to do faction wars, if you're trying to do waves in the Doom Tower, if you're trying to do arena, this is going to be absolutely amazing. Of course, polymorph is still there, can still be a pain in the A, but if you are in the lower tiers, you're not really gonna have to worry about polymorph as much. Then you have the A2, removes all buffs from all enemies. Very nice. Increases the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn and puts revive on that on all of your team. So you kind of like want to build this champion with a bit of accuracy, right? Then you have the A3, fills the thermometer of all allies by 30% and gives you increased attack and increased accuracy, guys. There you go. Awesome skill right here. You're getting everything that you need. Think about bomb champion. She's the perfect enabler for bomb champions because she's giving you turn meter as well. Yes, there are quite a few different champions that can do some magic, but overall, Arbiter having this skill on a 4-turn cooldown, I think is actually pretty nice. Then you have the first passive. Has a chance of placing a petrification debuff on an attacker for 1 turn whenever an ally is attacked while under a revive on that buff placed by this champion. So it's a bit conditional, but as long as you are using the skill, is actually very good. And so good for crowd control, guys. Just overall, for a PvE content, she's going to be a massive carry for whoever summons this champion. The speed aura, how I mentioned, 25%. Then you're moving over to the other form. And I love the design on this champion, honestly. She's looking so badass. Again, very good base stats. 100 speed this time around. And attacks one enemy, decreases the target's thermometer by 30%. Places a continuous heal buff on the champion for 1 turn. And on the ally with the lowest HP, except this champion. Then you have the A2, attacks all enemies, places a leech and HP burn. What else can we say? HP burn, great on the spider, great on waves, great in so much content, right? So overall, awesome stuff. Then you have the A3, places 2 continuous heal buffs on all allies for 2 turns, and places a taunt on this champion and a stone skin buff for 1 turn. Another amazing thing. I'm gonna have, because I just thought about it right now. I'm gonna have to try her in my Shogun team, maybe. You know, like why not? I can use it in my Shogun team and get some value out of the champion from there. I'm gonna have to actually look at it maybe at some point and do it. Then you have the Metamorph and the passive. When attacked, places a decreased speed debuff on the attacker for 2 turns, occurs once per hit. Also decreases the damage taken by all allies from skills by 20%. This champion will receive that damage instead. And the same, speed aura 25%. I haven't actually booked my champion just yet. I'm going to show you the build in just a second. We're going to take her in for a spin. I think I used 1 tome to see how many points you're getting in CVC because I was curious and was easier than to go and check it. But let me just show you something that she can do without any books. Then we're going to go and book the champion. By the time I'm going to get Lady Mikage, guys, I'm going to get some more mythical tomes. And yeah, I'm not in a rush to get mythical champions. I know I won't be getting any other ones anytime soon, you know, because I'm not spending money on primals like a madman or anything like that. She can actually solo stage 25 with food without even having a regeneration set. She does need a preset. Seems like all the mythical champions, they are not using the Metamorph unless you are doing a preset for them and you're making them use it. Make sure you are doing it for arena, guys. Very, very important, because a lot of the times you're encountering teams with mythical champions in arena and they're just doing a form and it's pretty much game over. So you're landing the HP burn, you have the leech, then you're putting the taunt, you're putting the stone skin, all the continuous heal buffs on the champion. So she's going to be spot on. When she's going to get attacked by the Spider Queen will get decreased speed. The Spiderlings will get decreased speed, which is awesome, right? This makes her very powerful for the Iron Twins Fortress 2, if you need a decreased speed to kind of like ensure that he's not overlapping you like crazy when you buff a lot. There we go. So we have a HP burn leech, decreased speed on pretty much everyone. We have that stone skin to keep us alive. I don't have War Master on her or anything like that to give me a massive healing back when I'm hitting all these leech enemies and stuff. So I'm mainly kind of like counting on the AoE attack, counting on the continuous heal, and that's about it, you know. And she's doing it in a pretty good time as well, man. Like, look at that. We're 1 minute in and the boss is almost done, you know. Yeah, some of these spiderlings will die now because of the HP burn ticking so much on them. But manipulating the thermometer on the boss is actually pretty nice. More HP burn, and we've got a winner, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a winner. 1 minute and 28 seconds. 65 turns. Arbiter with 14.6 million damage. And she's doing it with food. Awesome, awesome stuff, honestly. So if you get her, you don't really need regeneration. And she's doing she's getting the job done. And I have no resistance on her either, which is top notch. And that's without having scrolls on her as well. Books, sorry. If we're gonna upgrade the skills on her, you know what? I have 13. She needs 1, 3, 4 on this form. We're just gonna do it. You know, doesn't matter. We have CVC personal rewards, so 4K for a book. Okay, I thought that you'll be getting more for whatever reason. And then we're swapping form, and here we need 2, 4, 5. So 5 more in here too. That will leave me with 4. I'm gonna collect some more later on for Lady Mikage by the time I'm gonna get the character. So let me just fully tow my first mythical champion, guys. There we go. So now she's ready to rumble. She should be doing the spider much faster too, if you have the tomes for her. But let's actually quickly check the champion. So recently used. And there we go. They have a massive power. 186 power, guys. Pretty nasty, and she doesn't even have resistance. Imagine if I was building her with resistance. I have her built on a couple of speed sets, 1 perception set, guys. It's more of a universal build. Like this, I can use her as a thermometer booster for arena as well. I can use her in Hydra. I can use her whatever I want. You know, I can use her wherever I want. She doesn't have the craziest speed gear, but hey, she's almost at 400 speed, which is honestly pretty good considering that I don't have a Faction Guardians. I don't have a 6-star Blessing. I don't have her empowered, you know. So I'll definitely take that speed. And total stats, how you may notice, 64k HP, 4.2k defense, 416 accuracy. The rest doesn't really matter that much. Keep in mind that she ignores 20% of the enemy's resistance, which is actually very nice because you're going to be able to build her with lower accuracy. So I could change the accuracy banner for a resistance one or an HP, whatever, you know. Masteries, defense and support tree. We have Eagle Eye as tier 6. I could change the mastery actually from Eagle Eye to something else. I kind of want to have more accuracy just in case if you're encountering some higher resistance characters, you know, and stuff like that. And maybe you're going against some bosses or something crazy like that. And I have Cycle of Revenge. We have a Retribution to drop a cheeky counter attack every now and then, and maybe we're gonna block active skills with a basic skill. You know, that's gonna be awesome. So that's the character. I have a supersonic ring on her. I actually just rolled my first triple speed helmet from the supersonic set, but I need an accessory for her to kind of like replace maybe the helmet from here, you know. And once I'm gonna get a ring will be kind of like the next thing that is easier to replace because the banner is triple speed. It's harder to replace this one, but once we're gonna replace this one, I could get 10% more speed, but that will make me lose some accuracy, you know. And of course, this form is slightly different, but you will open with the initial one, and then you will change to this basically, you know. Let's actually take her in for a spin in arena. I don't have the faction wars on to take her in there, guys, but she will be absolutely amazing. For arena, I kind of like two things about mythical champions, and the very first thing is them being a good counter against Warlord, Dumekos, etc. Now against Warlord, the problem that we will encounter is if he drops her Termiter. You know, it's gonna be pretty annoying. I'm not in Platinum Arena to be able to showcase some of the craziest teams, but let me just show you kind of like the problem against Warlord. And that will be only with the build that I have on her. If I would build her on Stone Skin, that won't be a problem, you know. Warlord will not be able to drop my my Termiter, you know. You see? So luckily, actually, yeah, she did have the Termiter dropped, I think. I think so. It seems like it. Something weird definitely happened because my Sif is much slower than her. So the good part is that now you can just use the Metamorph, guys. And while I know that these skills are not necessarily the most game-changing for our team, you know, we can actually just do this, you know, taunt, put the Stone Skin on, and have a chance at taking the enemy down, you know. Let's see. They are kind of like forced to go on her with their basic skills as long as they're not AoE. And now we cannot change form yet, but we can actually drop Termiter on the enemy, you know, and we got resisted there. I feel like it's just a 3% chance. No way that Warlord is a resistance one. So that's one good thing about mythical champions. Being able to swap Metamorph, not getting your skills locked, I feel like is amazing, you know. It's definitely something that was needed for the game to shift a bit this OG meta. Like Warlord has been in the meta since day one. It's not like this takes him out of the meta, but at least it gives you some sort of a counter if you are summoning a mythical champion, of course. What about if we are trying to find a couple of different teams? Let's actually use her completely different. We wanna use her a bit different, and not against Storming, because that will be a bit of an issue. Let's just go against this team right here. Ooh, this looks nice. We have some juicy characters, so we're gonna use her as the speed lead. We're gonna take her out. I will have quite a bit of damage in here, so I don't have to worry about it too much. Maybe that Son Wukong will be a nasty one. So let's actually sort by rank. Who are we looking for? Ramantu. Let's bring Ramantu in here. And I think that Son Wukong might be very, very fast. And I don't think my characters will be able to handle it. But you know what? Let's go in like this. I feel like my characters are too slow for a fast Son. Okay, it's not that bad. So right now, I can boost the increased attack, increase accuracy, increase Termiter. So my Ramantu literally has no issue in debuffing whatever character they have in the game. I do think that he might be missing some gear. Who knows? Not 100% sure. Right now, we can attempt to strip all buffs. Of course, Polymorph can be an issue in that case. We're gonna try to kill the Aleorius again. Just make sure he's just not getting on us to do anything too crazy. Then we can just do this now. And bang. So you can use her as a Termiter booster. Have that block active skills on the enemy right now is beautiful, because they will be forced to use the basic skill, which is amazing. That's kind of like what you want to get. Then of course you can always do this. We cannot revive right now because we don't have the reviver in a team. We do have the revive on that from this champion. Son Wukong actually stole that from us. But right now we're going to be able to taunt them. So we're going to kill that Leorius again. And then bang, we're going to slowly take him down. So overall, she can be used like this. Now, if you are fighting somewhere in the higher end for Platinum, for Live Arena, she can be used in defense, actually. She's a pretty interesting champion as well. And for Live Arena, I feel like she's definitely not a bad option. Definitely not a bad option. Very good counter against characters like Mortu Macab. Just for the simple fact that you're gonna be able to put the Stone Skin on her, taunt, and Mortu Macab will have to use the peril on her. So I was actually hoping that this will be the case, because we're going to annoy that Mortu a lot. The only problem is I don't know if we're gonna keep the Stone Skin by the time he's gonna take his turn, you know. So I'm gonna have to make sure we are not messing around, you know. So let's do more multi-hits, okay? Beautiful. And right now we can change. He should be taking the turn before us at least, and do that. So even if he procs his peril, guys, which he did, and unfortunately, even though we hit him like 1,000 times, he will be forced to use the peril on her. So she has Stone Skin, she has the taunt, so that peril will kind of like get wrecked from Mortu Macab, you know. So keep that in mind as well. That's actually another good thing about her, you know. Now, unfortunately, if Mortu would have the peril right now, it would be dangerous, you know. It would be dangerous. There we go. So we took one down. Let's try to see if we can block that passive. The reason why it's dangerous now is because if he has the passive, the peril, she's gonna die without the Stone Skin, you know. Like, there's no way she's going to survive it. But just as an idea, she has no more taunt, so she's not gonna be the target anyway. Seems like we got it right on time. Come on, Mortu, peril. Where is your peril, man? Where's your peril? Right now it's gonna be a bit too late, unfortunately. Okay, let's see. All those hits should target should activate the peril finally, but we had no more Stone Skin, you know. So that's going to be the problem. Can you kind of like guess when he's gonna proc it, or no? That's the whole idea here. But either way, she's a very interesting champion. I'm looking forward to kind of like play her more into live arena, to play her more maybe even in platinum arena, because I feel like she can be an interesting option for offense too. If I'm trying to put an increased attack on my team and then have a bit of control over the enemy, I feel like she can definitely play a pretty important role. You know, you can always go against teams like this too. So let's just say you just want to go with a nuke, you know, and let's just take him in. So we have a good damage dealer from there, and maybe we want to bring in a secondary turn meter booster, you know. Maybe we want to do that. So let's just say, for example, you have even if you have a Sifi, man, like, right, this is a good combo right here, just because like this you're gonna get increased attack on your autos, you know, and it's such a massive powerhouse to make a similar team like this too, you know. Even if you have a Son Wukong instead of Warlord, you know, like that could be a different option too. You see, increased attack, bang, you boosted the turn meter, your Warlord might be slower, you lock them, then your autos is just gonna go and destroy whoever stands in his way. With increased attack, like, there's no way in hell they will actually survive. Right now, you can attempt to remove buffs from them if they have any. You can attempt to put block buffs, to put revive on that on your team, increase the duration of buffs on your team, or you can go in and lock their active skills. Bang, just like that, you know. And right now, even if you wouldn't have Warlord to lock them, you will be forcing them to use their basic skill, which is awesome, you know. And you can do it again, over and over and over and over again. Of course, it's not 100% chance for it to proc, but hey, I'll take that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Which one of all of the mythical champions is your most favorite one? Of course, my most favorite one is Crixia, then probably will be Lazarius or Lazarus, and then will be Garrel, Arbiter. So I'm happy that I got her. Honestly, she was in my top 4, top 5, 100%. Let me know if you have her. What's your opinion on this champion? Much love. Appreciate every single one of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.